Across the country, we're seeing numbers and diversity of people who are experiencing homelessness, the likes of which we haven't seen really since the Great Depression. On any given night in Baltimore City, there are at least 4,000 people who lack a stable place to lay their heads. You know, we have people who are in pretty desperate situations, who are having to make pretty impossible choices between whether to get something to eat or whether to get health care.
So today we're making sandwiches for Healthcare for the Homeless, which is a nonprofit downtown that provides free healthcare to Baltimore City's homeless population.
So Hopkins has launched an initiative recently to try to solve global problems, and what better place to start doing that than in Baltimore City?
We're not just an isolated entity, and I think we have a responsibility to be part of the community and to help out.
Johns Hopkins is one of the cornerstone institutions in Baltimore. And so what Johns Hopkins does is really important to be an example for the rest of the community.
I think that in terms of our mission and our values and kind of giving back to the community, it really starts here in our own backyard.
Rising!
So it may seem that, you know, providing a meal isn't going to have a broader impact. But it's important because it provides the opportunity to engage new people in services like healthcare, affordable housing, livable incomes, and then also for folks who are economically oppressed but also excluded and marginalized in other ways, to let them know that there are people who are interested in engaging with them, and it's only through coming together we can address the serious problems that we face.
When you're homeless, you search for anybody who would care, and you reach a point sometimes, Grace, that you're thinking that nobody cares about us.
It just amazes me how many people there really are who need homes, who need food.
I think we all have a stereotype that maybe isn't always true. And I was just speaking with Justilian, and the story he shared with me is just really amazing, and his fortitude and strength to move on and try and make himself better.
My heart pitter-patters every time that I'm out here and I see groups show up to show love to the people out here, and to me, it's overwhelming sometimes, but I love it.
You feel good when you know that you're making a difference and that people are actually benefiting from things that you do.
It's the work of the volunteers that makes it possible for all of the other work. I mean, the changing of public perception and bringing people together is critical if we're going to change policy and ultimately end homelessness and poverty.